Oh, hello, everyone. Tashina Gonzalez with Be Activa, your favorite holistic business coach. And today I'm going to walk you guys through a poetry set. So you guys know, as a holistic business coach, I help individuals turn chaos into clarity. And I help my clients, whether that's entrepreneurs, busy professionals, business owners, and corporations, up-level their business and become more profitable without burning out. And so I have lots of tools for emotional regulation, like aromatherapy techniques and touch therapy techniques. But one of the things that I stress with people a lot of times is trauma writing, a new term that I learned like in the past year and a half. And unbeknownst to me, I've done trauma writing in the form of poetry since I was 5 years old, although I took a huge break from it for a while. But in the past 2 to 3 years, I've been getting back into it. And so I'm recording this as a submission for something, as well as I thought, hey, I'm going to put it up and you guys can have a snippet and piece of some of my poetry. So in the past couple of years, I think I've written about 35 poems. I'm going to be creating some dynamic poetry in the form of NFTs soon, as well as putting it out in different other medium. But for now, you guys can get a taste of it through this video. So I'll probably give a little introduction to each of the poems, and some are very, very short. Like if you blink, you'll miss it. But the first one is a poem that I share with people when they say, you know what, I'm not creative, I'm not an artist, because honestly, I've felt that way in the past. And so I expressed that at the beginning of this poem, and this is what I realize now, and I share it with people anytime they say that. So this poem is called Ode to All the Artists. I heard it said, the creative child is the one that survived. I used to sit back in such admiration of accomplished artists, musicians, and actors, wishing I could be like them. And then I heard this quote. And then I remembered, I used to play the piano. I used to draw. I used to play the viola. I used to be in plays. I used to play video games. I used to climb trees. I used to play basketball, baseball, kickball, and run track. I used to skip. I used to blow bubbles. I used to ride bikes. I used to color. I used to do so many things. And then I grew up. Maybe some of that was a mistake. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to let my inner child run free. I might color, ride a bike, blow bubbles, skip, climb some trees, play a game, stage a play, or bang on a piano. Truth is, we're all artists. We just gotta set the artist free. So ode to all the artists, including me. Okay, the next one is called Metamorphosis. So this is self-explanatory and probably a little bit cliche, but it's just talking about the growth process that we have to go through. Metamorphosis. And just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it emerged a butterfly. It had heard stories of this, but those stories were incomplete. The caterpillar phase is actually simple and quick. But the next stage, where the caterpillar is in a cocoon, the chrysalis stage, that is where the time is spent. From the outside, it looks like a caterpillar resting, but inside is rapid change growth. Metamorphosis. In order to become a butterfly, the caterpillar has to fall apart, completely decompose after feeding to its very essence, devoid of any shape or consciousness, and from this liquid essence be rebuilt again into a butterfly. Metamorphosis. And so it is with us. We decide to grow, to change, to better ourselves spiritually, emotionally, consciously, and we think growth is linear and forward. But transformation, metamorphosis requires falling apart, decomposing, losing shape, losing consciousness, becoming devoid, thinking your world might be over until metamorphosis is complete. And you realize that your world is not over and you emerge a butterfly. All right. The next one, I wrote around the time that I was learning and thinking about something called toxic positivity, which is something I can be susceptible to. And so I just wrote this again as a reminder to myself. And it was more of just like a stream of consciousness, clear thing, which a few of these are really short and are like that. And they're more almost, some of them are on the lines of affirmation, but this one is called Permission Granted. Baby girl, I give you permission to cry all night, to not turn your camera on, to be mad, to not post today, to not respond, to say no, to feel hurt, to not apologize for how you feel, to complain about being alone, to deny abuse, to sleep in, to say no. My only request is get up, wash your face, get your happy back, get your dance on. The next one, very quick one, is called You Deserve. You deserve no judgment. You deserve to be seen and heard. You deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to be protected. You deserve to release guilt and shame. You deserve to be nurtured. You deserve trust. You deserve to be free. You deserve connection. You are lovable and you are loved. You deserve to be wanted. You are enough. The next one is called Surrender. Surrender, first and foremost, to Jehovah God's will and direction. Surrender to learning and curiosity. Surrender to your innate natural personality. Surrender to being instead of doing. Surrender to loving unconditionally. Surrender to walking in your story, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Surrender to what you cannot control. Surrender to the fact that life is not happening to you, but for you. Surrender to your greatness, knowing that it is a gift. Surrender to humility. Surrender to the beauty of the process. Surrender to being generous. Surrender to the blessings you are worthy and deserving. Surrender to letting go of the past and embracing the future. Surrender to kindness. Surrender to patience. And as a side note, if you are the type of person that chooses a word for the year, surrender was my word for 2022 for this year. Two more. So, and these are very quick. Like if you blink, you'll miss them. The next one is called Lead with Love. I had saw a quote that kind of embodied this. And then I think I just wrote this really quick because that's the type of leader that I want to be. So, I am love. I love you. I am not my ego. I am love. Love is active. Love takes work. I am love. Lead with love. And this is the very last one, another quick one called Bloom. So my stage name when I do poetry or I'm doing some type of performance is Coco Rose. And when I publish whatever format of my publication of poetry, I intend to entitle it cocoa rose in full bloom. So this poem is called Bloom. Bloom. Plant the seed. Be patient. Water. Hydrate. Sprout. Dig your roots in. Lengthen your stems. Bloom. Wild. Natural. Fierce. Unbroken. Untamed. Flower. Give joy. Cross-pollinate. Spread your seeds of your beauty, of your life, of your heart, of your essence. Radiate in full bloom. So that is the last one. Thank you guys so much for taking this journey with me. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon on other platforms. Have an amazing, wonderful day.